Alright guys, the next project for the day is cleaning my makeup brushes. I usually clean my makeup brushes about once a month, and this is how I clean them. I bring it downstairs, so I clean it in my kitchen counter, and what I use is just a little dab of olive oil, and this is not Dial soap. I just like the container. So this is one of the like that big jug of dish soap, and then I just transfer some here, and this is one of those disinfectant dish soaps. So I'll just put a little, pump in there, not too much, because then it'll just very make your, while you're cleaning your brushes, very bubbly. But then what I'll also do is I'm not gonna, and then let me just show you guys. So this is just the hot water. I had, hot water from the candle, and just put some in here. And this is probably good for about maybe 5 or 6 of the makeup brushes. And I'll just swirl it around and get all of it out, because after a couple of brushes it will start to turn brown, and and I'll just dump this out and then redo the process again with some dish soap and some olive oil and water, so that the brush is being cleaned by clean oil and soap. But this one I didn't really use. But this one I did. And I don't really like it when it's double-ended, because then I don't know how to tip it. Because when you're drying it out, it's very important to not let it tip to where the glue would be, because then otherwise that just ruins the brush. So let me just show you how I'm just gonna rinse it out. Like I said, it's double-ended, so it's kind of hard with this one. But instead of just rubbing all around, I just squeeze it so that I'm not ruining the bristle. Pretty clean. Okay. Squeeze it out. Squeeze it out. And then this is how I have. This is just a cutting board that I double layered with a paper towel. And what I used was, I have one of these Martha Stewart little containers, just to prop it up so that it's on an angle, so the water drips downwards. Like I said, it's hard with this one, so what I'll probably do is just, switch it around every once in a while. So I'm going to go ahead and do more brushes, and then I'll show you guys later on for the process of drying it out. Okay, see how it gets pretty dirty just after, a couple of brushes. Gets focused really. Alright, so what I'll do is just dump it out. And the reason it got so dirty is because is it Kabuki brush, I think? My brush, this one, because this is my foundation brush. And then I just wanted to show you guys how you don't need to be so rough with it. Because when I cleaned it, I was just going like this. You don't need to, because it's going to ruin the bristles if you guys are just too rough with how you clean it. So I try to be very careful. This lasted me a while. I've had this since about 2007, when I first started using Bare Minerals, and until now I use it because I do wash it and I do clean it, and then I just squeeze it out, get all the excess out, and then I'll put that there. Okay. I'm all done with my makeup brushes, so I like to do it when I'm doing my cleaning for the day. This is the first thing that I like to do, because then I have all day for it to dry out before I place it in my container, which I washed, but actually I had bought some porcelain planters potters, which I'm gonna ask my daughter right now to go get. Danielle, please do me a favor and go into the my computer area in the hallway and get me that white porcelain planter that has those dots around. And I had been wanting to use that for my makeup brushes, but I need to go and look for, you know, like Sephora has those clear bubble things, and then they have their makeup brushes inside them. Or I wanted to buy one of those, but I'm just trying to figure out where to get them. And here, thank you, Danielle. So I bought these at my 99-cent store a few, 2 weeks ago. And it's so cute, look at that. And it's a planter pot. And they only had, I think, about 4 or 5, and I bought out the whole thing because I could use this for so many purposes, not just as a planter. But like I said, I wanted to use this for my makeup brushes so that they could be upright like that. But I need to put something inside it to hold it in place. So I'm gonna go check out Hobby Lobby, my typical arts and crafts places, Hobby Lobby, Joann's, Michael's. Alright, since my makeup brushes and my candle holder project is done, as I was looking under the sink, looking for my large Bath and Body Works candle holders so I can clean them out, I noticed that this is the other project that I also wanted to do. So I wanted to show you guys what my plan was. And with these empty wine glasses, I wanted it to look like this one. And that's the reason I brought it out. It's because this one was already here. So I've seen like wine bottles to where it's been painted the white porcelain, and then they had these little white dots to them all around them, or just like to the side, or every 2 inch apart kind of thing. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but I wanted to do that to these. So maybe today I'm going to the arts and crafts store that I could look and find a way of doing that on my own and not purchasing it. Like I said on one of the videos, I don't know if I posted it yet, but for my home decor now, I have so much dark wood that I'm looking for something like this, white porcelain stuff to add in there. And I did see one, but I think one bottle was like $19.99. I don't even know where I saw it, but I figured I have these empty ones, and then I could just go ahead and try to do it on my own. So it's basically just, painting it white and then having some sort of a glue thing that would glue it around and then stay in place, and then paint it again over it so that it has a couple coats of white. That's what I'm thinking, that it's just a process of it, but I will investigate today at my arts and crafts, ask the workers, and see how I can do it. Alright, so I thought that would be a little cool project to make my wine glasses look like this. Alright guys, I went to Michael's today, and I was trying to find something that would allow me, that would allow me to use this planter pot that I got at my 99-cent store and use it for my makeup brushes that I just cleaned to be like this, to stand up, just like how they have it at Sephora. That's where I got the idea from, is that, every time I go to Sephora, they have their makeup brushes all displayed all nicely. I had asked the girl that worked there one day of where I can get those crystal things, those see-through crystal looking things, and she said that they have it specifically made just for Sephora, so she would not know where I would be able to get some. And so I figured that I could use something that florists uses for their flowers. And so over at Joann's, oh, did I say Michael? I got this at Joann's today. And I was able to use my 50% off coupon. This was regular price at $10 a bag, which I thought was pretty pricey. I would not pay $10 for something that's just gonna go into a 99-cent pot to hold my makeup brushes. So I used my coupon. I wanted to get another one, but that will have to wait until tomorrow or Tuesday for another visit so I could use another 50% off coupon, because you can only use the coupon per visit. So I went ahead and took that out, and let's see how this works. So I don't know how it's gonna work, but hopefully it will. So I washed that out today. Oh, look at that. So I can probably use 2 bags for 3 if I was gonna, because that filled it up really high. Right, well, let me turn the camera off and put some, because they just started pouring out. But I'm just gonna fill it probably, up to there. And then I can get another flower pot and then use that for probably the smaller brushes. Alright, well, let me see how I can put this together, and then I'll get back with you guys. Here it is. I love how it turned out. I don't know if it's exactly what Sephora's. I don't think so. Sephora's has a bit more like round shape. This one's more like of a half of a circle. But I like it. Not bad for $4.50 that I paid for it. And there was 2. I was able to use 2 of them. So I got my other planter box. This was the product. It was actually $9.99. I said $10, but yay, $10. At Joann's, use the coupon so you guys don't pay for the full price. But it is having my brushes stand upright, especially the smaller ones. It just easily just inserts in there and then stays upright. And then as far as my brushes are, I have never paid for expensive brushes, although I am wanting Sigma brushes. Thinking about purchasing some Sigma brushes, just because the Sigma brushes are very high in quality. All my brushes I've ever I only bought 2 of them, and the ones that I have bought are the ones from like cheap like e.l.f. I don't know why I bought this one, e.l.f. Oh, because I was watching a guru one time using this type of a makeup brush for her foundation. I haven't tried it yet, but I've gotten this for about a year already after watching her video. I think her name was Tiffany something. Not quite sure. But then I think I have these are Estee Lauder brushes. They came in when I like my Pleasure, Estee Lauder Pleasure cologne. And like I said, when I do buy those type of products at Macy's, I wait until they have their gift bag, and then it did come with a couple of brushes and a couple of other makeup products. And then I used to use, which I still do, but not, the only thing I use it for, my Bare Minerals, is my it's called the matte foundation, and it's basically like a photo finish product. You use it after everything, after you put in your liquid foundation. So I still use that from Bare Essentials, but all the brushes that they have actually came in a kit. This one is my MAC brush that I don't really even use quite often. I mostly go for this brush right here. This is that matte finish foundation that I use from Bare Essentials. I use that. I use this one for my liquid foundation if I'm not using my fingers. I use this as well, and then of course I use these small ones for my eyeshadow. But there it is. My brushes are all clean. I hope you guys learn a little bit about how to clean your brushes. The olive oil and the disinfectant dish soap really does do the job. You don't need to purchase those expensive products to clean your brushes. and then laying them out with the board tilted will drain out all the liquid downward, so it won't go into the glue part of your brush to where it's glued to the bristles and all that stuff, so it won't ruin it. All right, well, thank you guys for being with me today and going with me through the process of cleaning my brushes. Have a great day tomorrow, and tomorrow's Monday, so hopefully you had a great weekend. Bye-bye. See you soon.